Yo, hello, hello. How's it going? Hello, Dexter. How's your day been? I'm pretty good. You know, I did my regular daily shower, as I always do, and then, well, I just chilled. I just do what I normally do when I'm waiting for streams, when I'm waiting to set up, which is doing my Genshin dailies and watching YouTube. What do you mean I still do that? Of course I do. You forgot. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. That people just play Genshin because it's a routine? Bruh. I've been playing it since day one. I've been playing it every day since day one. So, you know. Exactly my point. Well, just because you don't, doesn't mean I don't. But, either way. Last stream, we, finally got third woman. Finally. So you like it, have fun doing your Genshin dailies? Yeah? A little. No, I play Arknights. I do. I play Arknights. I play Honkai Star Rail. I play Genshin. That's enough gacha. That's enough gacha games. Have to get you to play it? No. I would have played it already if I wanted to. No. Why? So never? Yeah. But either way. We back playing some more Sugar Sweet Temptation. Last stream. Old school emotes. Last stream, we played up until third woman. I also played some Honkai Star Rail at the start, but we don't need to talk about that. Who's your favorite now? Third one. But
続きからです。
okay.
読み込みますよ。ロードしました。はあ、暖かいです。
They still call it a fireplace, even though it's just the kiln. The fireplace should heat the place up pretty soon, so sit tight and try to stay warm, okay?
カートもありがとうございます。
Also, she speaks French sometimes. Yuck.
なんだかとっても派手ですね。
So I've heard. I offered it to her when we came inside as a stopgap until I managed to warm up the house. Perhaps it was a little presumptuous of me to invite her in here without asking permission from the girls, but it's a little late to go back on that now.
ぬくぬくです。
You should probably have something hot to drink. Can I offer you some tea?
ありがとうございます。至れり尽くせりね。
She must have been freezing up there, but she looks pretty happy now that she's warmed up at least.
はい。
Uh,
いけない。寝てしまいます。
I didn't know she was Frenchy. Man, have you paid attention to the text? Monsieur. She also says we. O-U-E. O-U-I. I meant. She stands up from her seat and... With a start... Wait. She stands up from her seat with a start, stripping off her coat. Stripping off my coat.
そうだ。
Yeah, that's French.
自己紹介がまだでした。
See, that's why she's the best.
ショコラと申します。はじめまして。
Also, her name is Chocolat. You know. That's not how you spell chocolate. It's a Japanese thing. Sure. Chocolat, huh? That's an awfully cute name. Pleased to meet you, as well. My name's... well, I go by Crow.
クロウさん、よろしくお願いします。
Likewise. We only just met, so I think I'll hold off on telling her about my amnesia for now. I added a little sugar to her tea, hoping it might boost her energy a bit. Here, your tea's ready.
ありがとうございます。
Mercy? That's... You didn't know that was... Nah. Whoops, I guess she finds it too hot. I thought she might like it better that way, considering the circumstances, but I suppose not. Sorry, is it too hot? Here, can I see it?
はい。
I take the liberty of borrowing some of the milk Mary left out from this morning. Pouring it into Chocolat's tea, I make it into a milk tea instead.
いただきますです。
Merci encore, bonsoir. Ain't no way you didn't think she was French. I live under a rock. Unlucky. Merci encore, monsieur. Not interested in French. Then you must. Then you probably hate. Then you're not interested in Fontaine. And temperature must be just right this time, judging by her bright smile. Bro thinks French toast and French fries are French. I also can't help but notice the familiar manner in which she carries her teacup, betraying an aura of refinement and elegance. Given her demeanor, I bet she's received some sort of education on tea etiquette in the past, which means she must be quite knowledgeable about the subject. Where in Europe is she from? That realization makes me a little nervous. What's she going to think of the cup I made for her? Hang on, I need to... Just the British. Forget about the French. How do you pronounce this though? It's delicious. Phew, I guess she likes it.
それにとてもいい香りですね。これはブレンド
Brendo? Yes, our resident tea master made it herself. I'm glad it's to your liking. Corey's personal blend is a hit. From the sound of things.
甘くて美味しいです。
Her expression softens as she happily sips her tea. Say, chocolate, was it?
はい。
Was this some reason you came to Folkroll today? The snow rabbit Komachi left on the roof wasn't visible from the street. In other words, the fact that Chocolat saw it meant she was already behind the fence, and thus on our store's property.
はい。フォルクロール。この町一番のケーキ屋さんと聞いてやってきたのですが。
Is Chocolat a French name? It's not a... well, it's not a name that normal people would have. But it's just chocolate in French. Chocolat. Hang on. Yeah. It's chocolat. That doesn't seem right. No, you're... The difference is the T at the end. Chocolat is French for chocolate. Chocolat is is just Japanese for chocolate. Hang on, let me just... Wait, what are you confused about? How chocolate's spelled in this game is French. Get rid of the T. It's another way of saying chocolate in Japanese, even if Korea's Japanese. Well, yeah, Corey and Meru are Japanese names. But... Hang on. Because me is I. But I don't know what Meru would be. Hang on. Let me... Let me just, No, Meru just... Me in hiragana is I. Meru, her name, it just means melt. There's no me. Her name isn't me. What does the name Meru mean? A famous mountain Meru, a famous mountain in Hindu mythology, a high point? What are you talking about? From Google. Yeah. No. That has nothing to do. Whatever. It's closed for the next little while, unfortunately. Or rather, it's not functioning as a patisserie at the moment. You missed it. Fairy's diamond? She beamed another bright smile. I really wish I could offer her some cake. I bet she'd show me an even brighter smile if I did. Well, good for you. Because guess what? You're gonna have to make a cake. What? Yes, sadly, our patisserie had an injury and he's out of commission at the moment. Brother? Sorry, what was that? Well, they will when I start baking. ... It seems folklore has garnered quite the reputation. I wish I could try the old man's cakes myself one of these days, knowing that.
このお茶にもあったでしょうし、
Nah, I know what I guessed. How about I go fetch us something sweet to snack on then? Maybe we have some pastries in the kitchen or something.
いえ、そういうわけでは。
Please, I insist. One moment, I'll be back. I head to the kitchen. Mary told me I could eat whatever I wanted, so I searched through the pantry with that in mind. However, I can't seem to find anything suitable. There are plenty of ingredients that I could use to make various sweets, from chocolate chips to little sugar candies, but...
よろしいですか?
Oh, sure. I'm not sure if she should be in here, actually. But as an outsider myself, I also don't feel it's my place to kick her out.
ケーキ屋さんの舞台裏、
Ooh la la.
久しぶりです。いい匂い、バターの甘い匂いがします。うちと同じ。
Hey, chocolate?
すいません。
Sadly, I don't think we have anything suitable for a snack. Well, we technically have chocolate chips, if you want those, but that's about it.
お気を使わず。
Is he just... Did he not hear that she just talked... that she just said she has a patisserie? Having apparently spotted something, she walks over to the other side of the kitchen. I watch as she approaches the counter at the back wall.
使ったままですね。これはクッキー?
Yeah, Mara only knows how to make cookies. Yes, that's right. She gestures to some butter, flour, and eggshells on the counter. Mara must have left them out from when she was baking yesterday. Bruh.
クッキー、いいですね。まだありますか?
We ate all of them. No, sorry. We ate all of them yesterday. A look of disappointment crosses her face. If you don't mind waiting a bit, I could try making some for you.
今からですか?
Bro, you're trying to make a cake, not cookies. Yeah, what do you say? She came all this way just to eat here, so it'd be a shame if she left without having something sweet to eat. Mary definitely should have cleaned up after herself, but thanks to her, all the ingredients I need are right here.
じゃあ、お願いしていいですか?
Great, I'll hop right to it then. I pick up a nearby bowl and set to work. Does he even know the first step to making cookies? Now then, let's see if I can actually figure out how to make these. I reach for a stick of butter, noticing it had hardened from being left on the cold countertop. I run the bowl in my hands under hot water first. They help soften it when I put it in. Professional. Then I mix in powdered sugar, eggs, and flour. Huh? Why do I... Man, this guy a professional. How strange. Man, I never would have guessed that this guy had a... I never would have guessed that before this guy had amnesia, he would have been good at baking or something. I didn't know you could roll butter like that. What? Well, if you put the cold butter into something that's warm, the butter is going to warm up. Physics. Your hands. Well, yeah, your hands couldn't warm up butter because your hands can transfer heat. Do you know what happens that quickly? No, not that quickly. That's why he put the. That's why he ran the bowl under hot water first, and put the butter in to warm that up, because it'd be quicker that way. How strange. For some reason, I know exactly how to bake cookies. Without checking a recipe book or having ever watched Mary do it, I already know precisely how she would have gone about making them.
すごいです。ウィートやエッグの量、目分量でわかるのですね。
Yeah, he got the muscle memory. ... Apparently I can. The better question is why. Can you just not deduce that you may or may not have known how to bake before you lost your memory? Once I've mixed everything together thoroughly, I used a spatula to spread the dough out. I spread the dough onto the counter.
綿棒は使わないのですか?
Nah, you use your hands.
あ、でも薄くできてます。
After stretching it out sufficiently, I picked up a nearby tool and started coarsely perforating the dough, then cut it into small circles.
それは何ですか?
A knife. Okay, hang on. I know what tool it is, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Pronunciation. He remembers something like that. Yeah. So now he should be wondering why he knows the name of the tool he's using, since, you know, the only people who should know what tool he's using are people who bake professionally. It's Pigvid. It's just Pigvid. 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 It's called a pigvid. It cuts tiny holes in the dough to allow steam to escape during the baking process. Basically, it prevents the dough from cracking. You know, I'd use a fork, but pig bitch. But you know, you could use a pigvid. Pigbid. ... I have no idea how I know all these things. Bruh. Pushing that thought aside, I opened the door to the kiln. From what the girls told me earlier, the fireplace in the dining room connects to the kiln on the other side, meaning that turning either one of them on effectively turns on both. Since I'd turned on the fireplace earlier, the kiln was already preheated to a sufficient temperature for baking. I placed the cookies on a baking tray Mary left out on the counter before putting them in the kiln.
これどのくらい焼くのですか?
And then he's gonna say the exact time. That's a good question. A little over 10 minutes a day, 180 degrees is a rule of thumb I recall hearing somewhere. Nah. The problem is, we're using a wood-fired kiln with no thermometer, so I can't check the temperature. Well, I mean, sorry, I don't actually know. I might end up burning them. You know, it's better to underbake them first. Chocolat blinked several times, a dumbfounded look on her face. After all that expertise I just displayed, she probably shocked that I suddenly sound so unreliable. Darn, even I'm starting to lose confidence here. I definitely don't want to burn them, but I don't want to take them out too early either. There's no issue with taking them out too early, bruh. The problem is the temperature inside a wood-fired kiln couldn't be further from stable. It can fluctuate depending on the strength of the flames and how much wind is coming through the vents. It's a kiln. As a result, it's impossible to know how long to cook something when it's your first time using it. I mean, yeah, it's different from an oven, but...
どうしました？
The scent. A pleasantly sweet aroma drifts out the kiln. It's the exact same scent I remember smelling yesterday when Mary was baking. It should take about 5 minutes.
Ah,
A bright smile from earlier returns. If I recall correctly, Mary took the tray of cookies out of the kiln roughly 5 minutes after the house started smelling like this yesterday. After the house started smelling like burnt cookies. I decided to use that memory as a guidepost. 5 minutes later, I returned to the kitchen with chocolate. It turned out pretty well, huh? Just like the ones Miro made yesterday, my cookies come out of the kiln with a nice golden brown color to them. Turns out they're still raw in the center. After confirming that, I brewed some more tea.
せっかくだし、ティータイムにしましょう。ね、クロウさんも。
Sounds good to me. Now that we're both nice and warm, we can actually sit and enjoy the tea together this time.
ただいまー。ただいまです。あら？
Woman. Perfect timing. I've just finished preparing 4 cups. She's woman 3.
このお店の方ですか？はじめまして、ショコラネージョです。
Chocolate Nage. Hang on. I need to check something. It's French for snow. Okay, so you've got ice, snow, and melt. Nah. I mean, I already knew I already knew this game had puns.
はい、はじめまして。
The 3 girls briefly greet each other. I explained the situation to Mira and Corey about how I'd helped Chocolate off our roof and invited her inside to warm her up. Naturally, they seemed a little surprised about coming home to an unexpected guest. However, likely because this place is typically open to the public anyway, they don't seem to mind.
ショコラだね。よろしく。外人さん？
Are we just not gonna mention how there's cookies here?
はい。こっちにはまだ2ヶ月です。よろしくです、ショコラさん。メルに氷、よろしくお願いします。
Their introductions go off without a hitch. Mary looks down at a batch of cookies on the table.
それより、このクッキー、クロウ君が焼いたの？
Maybe I may have cooked the cookies. I may bake the cookies. Man, why the fuck are they called cookies when you bake them? And why are they called bacon when you cook them?
いい色です。
Hang on. image. Add image. Why is it called an oven? When you oven the cold food of not eat the food. It's not meant to make sense. I don't know. Ah, my stomach hurts. I'm dying. Alright. Oh. Anyway. Cookies. It appears Meryl and Corey have also taken an interest in my cookies. Man, I've already upstaged Meryl. I used the ones you made yesterday as a reference, actually. No, the only reference you used was how long to bake them. Man, how you... Chocolat pleads her impatience getting the better of her. Her seems awfully excited as well. Her eyes sparkling as she stares at the plate on the table. We gather around the table. I can't. Stop thinking about it. With introductions out of the way, our tea break begins in earnest. Bro, what? What are these cookies? He did not make all of those different. He did not make different types of cookies. He made the same type of These are different cookies, man. They're not chocolate chip at all. Don't question it, bruh. AI generated cookies. Looks like my cookies are a hit. Yes, I think the milk suits your blend quite well. Don't refer to it as a batch It's just one cup of tea is not a batch. Or she like she like makes enough tea. It doesn't make sense. Because what she's implying here is that she makes like a large amount of tea, and then if you add too much milk, you'll ruin all of it. Like, why would you make that much tea? It's gonna get cold when you it's gonna get cold halfway through the batch.
でもこれは香りが閉じ込められて美味しい。
Yeah, what can I say? I'm perfect at everything.
クロウさんすごいです。
Beginner's luck, surely.
クッキーも美味しいよ。
Okay, how are you gonna explain the cookies, huh?
今度から食べたいときはクロウくんに作ってもらおうかな。絶対僕より上手だよこれ。
Please, you're exaggerating. I was only copying yours from yesterday. Nah. There's a difference between humbling yourself and lying.
理由は何でもいいの。ここに美味しいクッキーがある。それが全てだよ。
True.
決めた。今度からクッキーはクロウくんに。
No, he has to make the cakes.
メルさん。ん？あ、そっか。
Huh? What's wrong?
いや、まあやっぱり僕が作るとして今度からたまにはね。
Sure. What was that just now? She went all non-committal on me all of a sudden. I suppose I shouldn't pry unnecessarily, but it's hard not to be a little curious about it.
氷、さっきからクッキー全然食べてなくないですか？
Come to think of it, she hasn't had any yet, has she?
いえ、食べてますよ。
She picks up one and hurriedly takes a bite.
ただ、さっきサンドイッチを食べたので、お茶の方がありがたいというのはあります。
Ah, that makes sense. Her stature is... Her stature is quite a bit smaller than mine, so her stomach can't fit nearly as much food. And those sandwiches we had at the market were huge. What? Damn it, this visual novel is making me crave Corey and some... sweets. Right. So it's not just the sweets, it's... Right.
本当に美味しいです。クロウさんは料理上手ね。
See, I told you.
あ、もしかしてクロウさん、
She's had like a quarter of the screen time and she's already cuter than Corey and Meru. Actually, you... Oh, no. I'm nowhere near qualified to do that.
この腕なら今すぐお店出せます。
That's flattering to hear. But like I've been saying, I just got lucky today.
そうですか。残念。まあパティシエはともかくとして、クロウくん、この分ならおじいちゃんに言われたケーキも案外さらっと作れちゃうんじゃない？
Yeah. Please, you're giving me far too much credit. Cookies and cakes are worlds apart, no? Jesus Christ. There's a point where being humble and modest gets annoying.
だよね。僕もクッキーはできてもケーキは自信ない。けれどおじいさま楽しみにしてらっしゃいます。
That he is. So I know it won't be easy, but I'll do my best to make it work.
何の話です？クロウくん、明日までにケーキ作らなきゃいけないの。まだ作ったこともないのに。なぜ故そんなことにいろいろあるんです。なるほど。諸行無常ですね。
Gotta is not a word. Yeah, it's just the combination of two words. It's slang. Also, c'est la vie. What do you... Bruh. She's speaking more French. I don't speak it either. I watched Ratatouille. That's how I know. Are you saying that the movie sounds familiar? Are you saying that you've never played a visual novel where there was another French character that spoke French sometimes, but mostly Japanese? I probably have. You're like, huh, that word doesn't sound English. Seems she was convinced by Corey's vague explanation. I just thought it sounded cute. Despite what I've been saying, I don't entirely disagree with what Meru said just now. That was it. Oh, okay. I think I did a pretty bang-up job with those cookies. With these cookies, if I do say so myself. I'd be lying if I said these didn't boost my confidence a bit. I figured out how to bake cookies on my own, so I wonder if I can do that with the cake too. Bro, is he just not gonna question that? You know what? Yeah, never mind. Amnesia is a funny thing. This has nothing. This had nothing to do with the amnesia. He did not question. After he's like, let's forget about why I know the name of this specific item that only patisseries use. He's like, forget about it. And then he just never remember. He just... Merci beaucoup.
お粗末様です。
You don't question it? Yeah, I do. Especially if it's that specific. If I was like... If I had amnesia, and then I'm like... that the specific item that a specific profession uses that no other profession uses, and I know the name of it. I'm like... what example could I use? I mean, never experienced amnesia, right? No. But you can't not question it. It's not just like oh, well, he's dense. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? You can't not be like, I know this specific thing that shouldn't be knowable to the normal person. Oh well, I guess I'll forget about it. He probably is just thinking about it. Let him cook.
フォルクロールのケーキが食べられないの
Let him
は
cook.
残念ですが、代わりにとても楽しい時間をいただけました。いやいや、こっちこそ楽しかったよ。また来てください。そうそう、またクロウくんがクッキー作ってくれるから。はい。では店長のおじいさまによろしくです。
I do. Chocolate leaves.
楽しい方でしたね。
Au revoir.
それにすんごい美人。やっぱ外人さんは足の長さが違うよね。
I was quite surprised by how tall she was too. You know what?
ところで
She is tall. Let's go back then. To here.
では
She's
店長
taller.
のおじいさまによろしくです。
I wouldn't say she's tall. He's like But you
楽
know,
しい方でしたね。
tall to us is not as it's
それ
not
にすんごい美
it's
人。
like
やっぱ外人
it's
さん
not
は
the
足
same.
の長さが違うよね。ところで
... Anyhow, may I borrow the kitchen for a little longer, Meru?
ケーキ？
Yeah, I'm feeling a little more confident now. So I was hoping I could jump straight into baking it.
いいねいいね。
Yeah, no recipe.
好きに使っていいよ。ただしこのクッキーみたいにおいしいのを作って僕たちをしっかり満足させること。
Well, I'll do my best. She's setting the bar awfully high for my first attempt, but I borrow a phrase from Chocolat. C'est la vie. Right, yeah, hang on, I forgot what it was called. What it was. Hang on. Okay, yeah. When you oven the cold food and out hot eat the food. Doesn't mean anything. Oh, c'est la vie. It just means that's life. No, it's just a term of acceptance. It's like, oh well, that's life, I guess. It is what it is.
うん、ショコラさん、うちの店長兼パティシエがメルさんのおじいさまということを知ってた。クロウさんが教えた。パティシエという点はともかく店長でもあることは話にしたことないような。
You know, at least there's one person who points out the discrepancies.
うちの内情を知っていた？
Is something the matter, Corey?
いえ、
I see. Well, I'd best get started then. Head to the kitchen. Dot dot dot.
クロウさん、名刺を。もう行ってしまいましたか。名刺。
What?
せっかく電話番号まで分かりましたのに。はい。美味しかった。幸せです。お兄ちゃん。
A boy? Oh no.
ショコラ、どこに行っていたんだ。
Gato.
愚問か。どうせまた美味しそうな匂いに誘われてといったところだろう。
It's Oni-chan.
昨夜の話でフォルクロールの名前が出た時、目を光らせていたのを兄は見逃してないぞ。フォルクロールに行ったんだな。
Maybe.
だって皆さん好評サクサク、あんな美味しい美味しい言われたら気になっちゃいます。
まったく、どうせ店主が入院中ではケーキなんて出ていないだろう。
No, but I got cookies. I got cookies.
ケーキは食べられませんでした。残念です。クロウさんのクッキーだけで大満足ですけど。
お前の好奇心は美徳だと思っているが、あまり考えなしに動かないようにな。
Well, yeah, that applies to what happened to get her into the situation where she had to go inside of Folkroll.
あの店と我々はあまり仲良くできる間柄ではないのだから。
Right.
特に今はまだ遅れているが、ミスター山田が到着すればすぐにも。
I mean, the plot thickens, I guess. Beep, beep, beep.
お電話ありがとうございます。こちらお助け事務所大雪山サポートセンターの赤井ですが。
Where even an avalanche is no problem.
もしもし。御社の山田さんのことでお話があるのですが。
山田？
名刺にある。
何かの間違いかしら。当社に山田というものはおりませんが。変ね。中井さん、うちに山田さんなんていたかしら。いないわよね。すいません。どなたか。
It's a red herring, but we already know the truth. Well, the possible truth.
そんなはずは。
加山ならいます。代わりましょうか。
いえ、山田さんと御社は関係ない？
少なくとも同社の人間ではありません。
そうですか。わかりました。もう結構です。あともう一つ。御社は何をするところなんですか？
そうですね。わかりやすく言うと何でも屋です。
That's a good question.
みんなの幸せをほんのちょっとだけお手伝いする。そんなお仕事。
ありがとうございました。
Hang on, I need to read that last line again. Our company's mission is to make everyone's lives just a little brighter. Oh, okay.
あれちゃん、どっかに電話？クロウさんの名刺あぶり出したら電話番号が出てきたので。おお、急展開。 そんなにうまくいったんだ。ですね。アイロンを使ったのはうまくいったんですけど、
It worked, but
電話番号以外はほとんど読めないし、その番号も今かけてみたら山田九郎という方はいないとかで。どれどれ、お助け事務所？はい、何でも屋さんだそうです。そこの名刺であるのは確かなんですけど、手がかりにはならずと。名刺が1枚しかないということはクロウさんのものではないのかも。いえ、コートの名前と一致するなら、加山さん、加山拓郎さん、さすがにうがちすぎでしょうか。
his real name.
とりあえず会社のことはクロウさんに伝えます。どんな会社なのかも調べて。アリちゃんは本当にクロウくんの正体を気にするね。
I mean, shouldn't you be?
それは
as well?
そうですよ。逆にメルさん、ちょっと飽きてます？いや、記憶が戻ればとは思うけど、正体を追うのはもういいかなと。メルさん、だって正体が分かったらクロウくん結構な確率でこの町から出て行っちゃうでしょ。
Well, considering that he has recollections of places in this town, probably not.
クロウくん優しいし大きいし、出てっちゃったら寂しいよ。クロウさんにも待っている人がいるんですから、記憶は戻った方がいいですよ。
Yeah.
それは、ところでケーキはどうなりました？あ、忘れてた。それで呼びに来たんだ。
It's burnt.
来て来て、オリちゃん、すっごいから。
He's ruined the kiln. The cake exploded in the kiln. The doughy part still isn't very consistent, huh?
スポンジ、ビスキュイって言うんだけど、水分が飛びやすいから焼く時の釜の火加減とかがすごい難しいんだよ。でも試しに3つ作ったこれ、どれもふわふわ。うまくいってるじゃない、クロウくん。
Well, I've learned some things at least. For example, whisking the eggs longer results in a fluffier end product, since it allows more air into the cake. When I applied that logic to the whipping cream icing, I ended up causing all the air to escape instead, and it lost its fluffy texture. Yeah, you meant to fold, not mix. I'm going to try and whip it more carefully this time. Also, don't over whip.
まだ始めて1時間くらいですよね。
Yes, I know, I'm sorry this is taking me so long. I think I'm almost there though. Mary let me borrow a recipe book, which I used to learn the overall process. It's just a simple shortcake. Maybe as long as I can nail the sponge cake and the icing, I'm golden. He learned all that in an hour. He read a book. The key issue is, as Mary pointed out, is determining how long to bake the sponge in this finicky kiln. Luckily, I was able to cheat a little bit in this area. How old this particular kiln is, there's a round outline in the firing chamber that's clearly been left behind by one of the cake trays. In other words, the outline told me exactly how big my cake needed to be. Right, yeah. All I had to do after that was to determine how long to bake it for. From there, I asked Mary to give me a rough estimate of the temperature inside. Then I baked 3 separate cakes, taking them out at different times to compare, and by the 3rd attempt, I'd finally arrived at a winner. If I can replicate this sponge cake tomorrow, I should be able to satisfy her grandfather at least. All I need to do now is put the icing on. How's this look, girls? The recipe book wasn't going to help me with that part, so all I could do was rely on my intuition. I thought I did a pretty good job of it, but when I look to the girls for their opinion, girls, is it that bad? Nah. You cannot tell me that he looked at this reaction and was like, man, they hate it.
失敬。私もメルさんもこんなに綺麗に塗れたことないです。
You've never been able to bake a cake in the first place. You're kidding, right?
本当だよ。これはナッペっていう作業なんだけど、地味にすんごく経験が必要なの。
Nah. Are you telling me that Crow has experience in baking?
力をかけすぎるとスポンジを押し詰めちゃう。かけなさすぎるとクリームがムラになる。時間をかけすぎると今度はクリームの質感が揃わない。
No, yeah, he's just extremely talented at everything he does. If he practices on something for an hour, he just knows everything about it.
"僕、人生で一回もこんなにうまくできたことない。
Well, looks like you've got a patisserie now.
同じくです。ちょっと悔しいくらいですね。
To make people's lives better. I see. Perhaps I just got lucky?
お
Ain't
じ
no
いちゃんが言
way.
ってた。世の中には生まれつきちょうどいい力加減を知ってる天才もいるって。ケーキを作るための腕の持ち主がいるって。
I guess there's your explanation. He just has natural talent and definitely doesn't have any experience in baking. I'm not really sure how to respond to that, honestly. But now their patisserie is saved.
そんな腕になるだけの経験があるのか。
Thank you, Corey. Oh my god.
とにかくあとは仕上げです。いちごは買ってきてありますので。クリームのデコだけだね。はい、これ絞りとショートケーキなら丸口でいいね。
How does Corey understand that there may be that he might have past experience before he lost his memories, and not the guy making the cakes? Thanks. Oh wow. There's sure a lot of different options to piping tips, huh? Aside from the rounded style, like the tip she gave me, there are also jagged tips, pointed tips, star-shaped, you name it. I scoop up a pile of icing and stick it inside the clear
この
piping bag.
形でいろんな絞り方ができるの。丸口、端口、平口、ひも口。この切れ込みが入ったのがサンタノーレ。
Interesting. Those could be fun to experiment on later.
丸口ならビスキュイやナッペよりよっぽど簡単だからやってみて。
Sure. I placed the rounded piping tip on the end of the bag she gave me. Then I squeeze lightly in the bag, pushing a small ball of icing onto the outer rim of the cake, slowly releasing pressure as I pull the tip outward, upward. The icing tapers off into a droplet-shaped bead. Huh? Mary was right. This was easy. Yeah. And it's definitely... You know, maybe I should read Twitch chat. Yeah, I'm sure it is easy. And it definitely doesn't take any experience to learn how to correctly proportion out the icing. One by one, I continue raining little droplets of icing all the way around the cake's edge. A few moments later, there, that should do it.
やっぱり引っかかんないか。メルさん、失敗させようとするのはどう？
Huh? What are you girls talking about?
これが一番難しいんだよ。一つの玉のサイズをケーキの円周の大きさを均等に割った大きさにしなきゃいけないんだから。
Nah. Oh, I didn't know that. It's just too easy. But even so, even without that in mind, I was able to create similar sized beads around the perimeter of the cake purely by intuition alone.
ケーキそのものはこれで完成ですね。あ、いちご洗います。
Reaching into the bag of produce, she brought back from the market. She pulls out a pack of strawberries. Slit is a funny word, huh? You know what else is... Oven. What? No, when you oven the cold food and outer hot eat the food. I don't know what you're talking about. All we have to do now is put those on top, but there's no problem there's no way we'll mess that part up. Which means, I've officially finished baking my first cake, and I'd call it a success, all things considered. Don't all things considered me. You fucking baked a perfect cake on your third attempt! How are you not gonna question this? Holy fucking shit. He didn't even question his icing technique. Which is even harder than baking the cake itself. Oh my god.
もう、嘘でしょ？クロウ君、これが初めてなんて。
Yeah, it's natural talent, you know. You just know, you just gotta know. It's not like Meru just admitted that what he did was the hardest part of icing. And he's like, it's just so easy. It's just my innate talent. Fuck you! If you amnesia, you wouldn't remember. It's muscle memory. What his problem is that his inability to recall previous memories. But when it comes to muscle memory, that's not something amnesia gets rid of. Which is why he's able to... By itself wouldn't work. You're right. There needs to be some memory. Like muscle memory isn't going to tell you that the thing he used when he was making the cookies is called the pig fit. Like, okay, with muscle memory, he would know how to use it, but he wouldn't be able to remember what it was called. You know? Probably just heard of it. Yeah, he heard Meru say the name of it. Yeah, off.
僕おじいちゃんを手伝って10年はやってきたけど一回もこんな綺麗にできたことないよ。
I've never been able to make one look this good, and I've been helping my grandpa for 10 years. Right. She explained. She's just bad. Bro, she doesn't even know how to bake a cake. There's a reason why their business is going under. Is that so?
ケーキ屋のこのプライドが。
Mary sulks, puffing out her cheeks. Oh, whoops, did I upset her? Because she couldn't learn it. Yeah, but just because you don't know how to do it doesn't mean you don't know it's the hardest part of icing. My mind races, trying to think of a way to fix my mistake. Whoa. Then she suddenly hugs me.
やっぱり思った通りだよ。
What?
クロウ君はいつもいい子にしてきた僕たちに幸せを持ってきてくれた妖精さんなんだよ。
Yeah, I'm sure that he's just a fairy and not the potential owner of a rival patisserie. If the brother is implying that in a certain way, I'm sorry. I'm not really sure what she's talking about. You should know where he's from by now. But I take it this means I didn't upset her after all. I mean, I got the gist of it.
メルさんの考えてることが手に取るようにわかります。
Yeah, the business is saved!
でも、それはこの
Sorry, don't spoil it. I just said that he's the potential owner of a rival patisserie. No.
「一応完成といえば完成ではあるけど」このビスキュイは高さが13センチ。そこそこ分厚いからこの作り方だとビスキュイの味が勝ちすぎちゃうんだよね。だからおじいちゃんに持っていくやつは横向きに半分に切ってそこにクリームとイチゴのスライスを挟むやつにすると喜ばれるよ。
Ah, good
こ
point.
れはもう技術関係ないから大丈夫だけどね。というわけで作ったやつはこの場で食べちゃおう。さっきから食べてばっかりお夕飯食べられなくなりますよ、メルさん。
She's already eaten half the cake.
今日はもう夕ご飯なしでよくない？メルさんがいいならいいですけど。じゃあいただきまーす。
Dexter, stop cooking. Sensing another tea break coming on, I decided to brew up another pot.
綺麗なだけじゃなくて味も最高。
glad you like it. These strawberries are quite good, I must say. They aren't too sweet, but not too sour either.
紫さんがうちのケーキに使うためだけに遠くの町から仕入れてくださる品種だそうです。
Sounds like Mary's grandfather is able to secure some very fruitful partnerships in the neighborhood.
このケーキ後で半分お隣に持っていきますね。とても綺麗なので小町さんも喜びます。
No.
ワンホール丸ごとは無理ですよ。いや、無理じゃないですね、メルさんには。でもダメです。半分持っていきます。それで残ったさらに半分
What do you
は
mean?
メルさんが食べるとして。
Eating a whole cake? Oh. Oh. Nah. I could never.
4分の1ホールなら楽勝。クロウさん、
Eating a quarter is
食べられ
fine.
ますか？
But I'm a big guy. Mary eating a quarter of the cake? Oh, sure. She slices the bulk of the remaining quarter onto a plate and hands it to me. The portion that remained to her was comparably quite small.
すいません。せっかく作っていただいたのに。でも今お腹があまり。
Please don't worry about it. Please don't worry about it. You're free to eat as much or as little as you'd like.
すいません。
I really don't think it's that big a deal. But even so, she looks and sounds very apologetic. It's really nothing to worry about, Corey. I can tell you don't have much of a sweet tooth. No, I just think she doesn't have that big of a stomach.
あれ、バレた。
A look of surprise crosses their faces.
メルさん、言いました。はい、言ってない言ってない。
It was just a guess. Actually, I noticed you don't put any sugar in your coffee or tea, and you only nibble at the one cookie this afternoon. Nibbled. But what really gave it away was that Meru didn't put any sugar in the cookies she made yesterday. Given that she has a tendency to pile sugar onto literally everything, that seemed awfully strange to me. So, if his deduction, if his deductive abilities are this good, how could he not deduce that he might have experience in baking? So then I put two and two together, and well, here we are. Doesn't translate to himself. Of course. He can see everything else. He can see what's around him, but he can't see what's inside him, you know.
鋭いね。よく見てるんですね。すいません。ケーキ屋さんで居候してるのに甘いものが苦手って。
No, it's perfect. Because you're making the opposite of sweet to complement the sweets by making bitter tea and coffee. Hey, it's not your fault. Everyone has as foods they don't like.
それに苦手なわけじゃないでしょ。ただメルさん、おっと。
Oops! Huh? Two girls hurriedly sweep whatever Meru is about to say under the rug. Well, in that case, I'll make sure my next batch of cookies are sugar-free.
じゃあお願いします。私もクロウさんの作ってくれるクッキーお腹いっぱい食べたいので。
I see. Sugar-free cookies it is then. Dot dot dot.
バーン。
What's this, girls?
おじいさまのお部屋です。クロウさんにはここを使ってもらうようにと。
Is this like the only room with a kotatsu in it?
好きに使っていいよ。
Or the only
一応
room?
引き出しの中身とかはあんまり動かさないようにって。
No, just the only room with a kotatsu in it. Of course, I would never do something like that. Is this really okay though? I feel wrong for someone like me to be given such a nice room.
いいのいいの。困った時はお互い様。
There are people like that IRL. Yeah, I know.
そう、お互い様なんだよね。ね。
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What are you implying, Meru? Huh? Corey sighs for some reason. What's that about, I wonder?
っていうかごめんね。昨日は狭いソファーで、本当はもう昨日からこの部屋使ってもらおうとは思ってたんだけど。
Don't worry about it. You need to get his permission first, right? And I understand.
まあそれもありますけど、この部屋メルさんは立ち入り禁止なんです。
Wait, what?
おじいちゃんに入るなって言われてるの。もう可愛い孫にひどいよね。
Well, yeah, you need to be like level 2 in baking before you can access this part of the level, you know? So, since you're level 0 in baking, you have to be given permission. Huh? That's surprising. They seemed so close when they were together this afternoon.
クロウさん、メルさんがこの部屋に来た時はすぐに私に知らせてください。
Yes,
で
man.
はメルさん、クロウさんにもプライベートが必要ですので出ましょう。部屋に慣れていただくために。でももうちょっと。ダメです。行きますよ。
Corey drags a flailing Meru out of the room. With that, I'm left all alone. Dot dot dot. What an incredible 2 days it's been. From the moment I woke up without my memories, these girls have treated me with such kindness. Now they're even giving me my own private room. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel a little apprehensive about it. I mean, should a stranger like me really be given the master bedroom in their house? I would forego my memories just to be with Corey. Yeah, you'd do the same for Uta? What can I possibly do to repay her their kindness? Maybe. That's... Honestly, I really wish there was something I could do for them.
クロウさん、
Sure. Corey returns by herself. Did you need something?
はい、言うのを忘れてました。名刺、ここまでは戻せました。どうぞ。
Oh, thanks. That's right. We went to get it ironed this afternoon, didn't we? That totally slipped my mind, and so did the rest of his memories.
お助け会社のものだそうです。電話番号も分かりましたけど、かけてみたところ、山田という方はいないと言われました。
Ah, I see. Wow, she really got a lot done while I was baking that cake today. That's strange. Even putting aside whether this card belonged to me or not, it clearly says Yamada on it, right?
はい。それに、その会社も気になるんです。何でも屋さんだそうですけど、どんなところなのか具体的には教えてくれなくて。私、ちょっと調べてみようと思います。
Got it.
クロウさんも何か思い出したことがあったら言ってくださいね。記憶、早く取り戻した方がいいですから。
Right. I'll let you know as soon as I remember anything. Even though I've been apt to forget about it over these past couple days, Corey's been trying to resolve my memory loss issue all on her own. I can't help but feel a little guilty, you know. Yeah, since Meru doesn't want to help you recover your memories and all, I really need to get my act together and give my own problems the attention they
あ
deserve.
と、クロウさん。多分ですけど、明日メルさんが無茶なことを言い出すと思います。
Yeah? I wonder what it will be.
今日のクロウさんを見ていると、押し切られるままに受けちゃいそうですけど、大変だと思ったら首を横に振ってくださいね。
I'll bear that in mind.
ク
Thanks.
ロウさんはあくまでこのお店とは無関係ですから。
With those parting words, she leaves the room. None of my business, huh? ... She's absolutely right. I'm an outsider here. I can't forget that. The following morning. Schlock, schlock, schlock. I'm currently hard at work shoveling snow out front,
クロウさん、おはようございます。
and Komachi's busy sweeping snow out the front. Good morning, Komachi.
今日も雪かきしてらっしゃるんですね。
Yep, I noticed that the ground out here is prone to freezing, so I thought clearing away the snow might help prevent that. When the heat escaping from the chimney causes the snow to melt and fall off the roof, it tends to accumulate out by the entrance. It's not a crazy amount or anything. Hey, what's this here? So it'll melt by the time the sun comes up, but it's still a slipping hazard. It's 10 p.m. Unlucky. Are you telling me that you want a full 8 hours of sleep? Slash, it's you won't get you still won't get 8 hours of sleep because you have to get up before 6 a.m. Are you telling me you want a full 6 hours of sleep? Maybe. Well, you should have told me before the transition. Okay, we stop soon. I stop at the next transition. You can go back. But it's still a sleeping hazard, even before that. So I've tasked myself with clearing it away every morning for the girl's safety.
昨日はケーキありがとうございました。
Yeah, you are a hazard. You're a hazard to all lollies. Oh, no problem. I made too much anyway, so I appreciate you taking it off our hands. How did it taste, if you don't mind me asking?
はい、もちろん。とても美味しかったと小町は思います。
Phew, that's good to hear. I'll be making the real one after I finish shoveling, so I was a little anxious to hear her thoughts on it.
本当にすごく良かったですよ。
Hehe.
本当にもう
Uh-huh.
ジュルリ。
Hehehe. Komachi, are you okay?
いえ、すいません、何でもありません。
Man, why do the best girls have to have... Why do the best girls always have no route? This is why I hate visual novels. Oh, what just happened?
おはようさ。
I seek what I cannot get. I seek what I cannot attain. Like Kinu and My Clutty Cupid. Even though you can date the teacher. That's what's wrong with you. It's the same in Stardew Valley. But at least they had the excuse of them being married. Good morning, ma'am. I greet Dr. Murasaki, who appears to be heading off to work. Stardew Valley? So Stardew Valley is like a farming slash life simulator. It's like Harvest Moon, if you've ever played that. I have amnesia. Right. How do I explain Stardew Valley? Well, the basic premise of the game is... No, not like... Well, it's kind of sandboxy, but it's not as sandbox as Minecraft. But, like, the basic premise of the game is... Your grandpa dies, and in his will, he gives you his farm. Spoiler alert, your grandpa's dead at the start of the game. But Stardew Valley is the name of the town that you play the game in. And then you're able to farm, and then obviously, and then you can talk to townspeople and build relationships with them. and potentially marry the bachelors/bachelorettes in the game, and the hottest characters in the game are the married ones. And I'm like, of course they are. Good for you.
今日もジジイの見舞いに来るんだったね。
I'm planning to. I hope that's alright.
見舞いにケーキを持って。あんまりでかいのは持ってくるんじゃないよ。あのジジイ、甘いものばっか食べて病院食食わないんだから。
Yeah, like grandfather, like granddaughter. I see. Sorry for feeding into that, ma'am. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
ああ、でも小さいのじゃダメだよ。私も食べるからね。メルたちも含めみんなに行き渡るように。
Oh, I see.
昨日ももらったそうだけど結局食べられなかったからね。
Komachi had all of it. You weren't? Didn't we give you half a cake?
私が帰る前に全部食われちまった。
Nah.
ごめんなさい。
She just couldn't stop eating it. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah. I can't comment on it. I can't comment on that. Does this girl seriously polish off half a cake by herself? It was just that good. Komachi's cheeks turned bright red with embarrassment. And here I thought Meru eating a quarter of a cake yesterday was impressive. See, this is... Komachi's the cutest. Out of the three girls, it's the one you can't date. It's the one with no route. But it turns out there was an even bigger monster living next door all along. Good to know. Dr. Murasaki heads off to work a few moments later, and Komachi retreats inside, still red in the face. With no one left to talk to, I resume shoveling out front. The cake's already in the oven. I put it in before I came outside. Komachi is a black hole. She just consumes. And she doesn't get any bigger. She eats everything and stays the same weight. It should only need another 30 minutes to cook. That should be just enough time to wrap up out here. I wish to. Apparently, the temperature drops quite a bit overnight here in Fueya. Enough to create this thin layer of ice on the ground. Enough each and every morning, at least. This is why life sucks. Yeah, we weren't gifted with the metabolism. And to think, I almost spent the night out in the park. If the girls weren't exaggerating, I genuinely might have frozen to death if I had. I'd better thank them later.
Whoa!
That's not a dog. That's just Miss Murasaki. Hang on. Let me
Whoa!
Nah. You cannot pass that off as a dog bark.
待ってキャラメル、そんなに走らないで。あら。
Ada. Good morning. I happened to make eye contact with a passerby walking her dog. When I recognized her as the woman from the park, I unwittingly bowed my head. ... Can I help you? Man, she still stares at me. I wish women would stare at me like that. A woman stares straight at me without saying a word. No, I didn't say anything. Fine, I guess I'll clip it at the end of stream. I clip half this shit myself anyway. Except when delay's here. Have I offended her in some way, perhaps? The double standards? What do you mean?
そう。まああなたならここを選ぶでしょうね。
I'm sorry?
予想通り。だけど残念ね。このお店はもう立ち直れないわ。次ももう決まってる。
Bruh. That's Giga Chad behavior right there. Refuses to elaborate. Leaving me with those ominous words, she starts walking away. What did she mean by that? What did she mean by that? Wait. Could it be that she... Excuse me? Do you know who I...
Huh?
She stops then turns around.
Whoa!
But her dog keeps walking. The woman's arm is then forcibly yanked, quickly turning her around and causing her to fall forward. She tumbles to the ground in dramatic fashion.
股間が
Unfortunately, she landed on her backside at a somewhat awkward angle.
何すんじゃいこれ
I'm sorry. Am I really at fault here?
ほんと邪魔しかしないわね
She leaves in a huff. I'm still curious if she knows who I am, but I don't dare to try stop her again, fearing that would make her even angrier. You're nothing but a nuisance, I swear. I wonder if she knows who I am! What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Oh my god! This is why I didn't enjoy when I played it the first time. Either way though, I think I've found a new lead. Also, it's more annoying when yesterday he was able to deduce that Corey doesn't have a sweet tooth. Right, yeah. Consistency, I guess. You give him 2 smart moments and give him an extremely dumb moment. I think I found a new lead in my journey to get my memory back. I returned to the kitchen half an hour later to take the sponge out. Take out the sponge. Alright. I'm gonna be ending it for today. Main reason? Well, the main reason why I'm stopping is not because of the main character, but you know, when your literal only chatter and also the person who gifted you the game is like, can you stop playing the game? I need to go to bed. I'm like, I mean, like, I work the next day. Yeah, so do I. Which is why I don't stream on Saturday. Yeah, see, I'm not that unlucky. Huh? Stream? No, I said I was. I just said I have work tomorrow. Thursday? Huh? Yeah, it's Thursday for you, it's Friday for me. I don't stream Saturday, Sunday. You know this. I don't stream Saturday, Sunday / your Friday, Saturday. Yeah. Sunday for you, Monday for me. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed watching my slow descent into madness as I continue to read Crow's lines out loud. But Monday, I will be streaming more of this game. You know.
セーブ画面セーブしますね。セーブしました。
And, well, Fontaine 4.0 is coming out next Wednesday. So I will be streaming this game on Tuesday as well. And then I'll figure out something Wednesday during maintenance. Because I'm definitely not playing Only Up again. But yeah, I will be next stream will be in 2 days' time. But for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for chatting. You know, if you enjoyed my suffering, I would appreciate a little follow. You know. But for now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.